Hey, it's Elizabeth, Countess of Low Carb here, and on this episode, we're going to talk about the number one thing you can do to prevent being hungry. Coming up. Hey, it's Elizabeth, Countess of Low Carb here, and on this episode, we're going to talk about the number one thing you can do to prevent hunger, which is, drum roll, fat bombs. Fat bombs. So we're going to make a cheesecake fat bomb, and I'm going to put in the description below the recipe that I'm using. But this, by getting proper fats in, helps keep you fuller longer. And the other night I was ravenous, like bite your arm off, hungry. I was eating air as my dinner, hungry. It was like 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and I just got a glass of water in a really pretty fancy glass and flipped our little fireplace on just to have some relaxation, and it still wasn't working because I was so hungry, and ended up just going to bed hungry. And what I learned from that was I didn't have enough fat that day. I knew it too. When I was hungry, I was like, I know better that I should have had way more fat than I ingested, and that's why I was so hungry, because properly done on keto, you're not hungry. In my 40-pound, almost 45-pound weight loss, I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry through eating butter, bacon, eggs, all these yummy, delicious, high-fat, high-protein, low-carb items. I just am not hungry. It's late here, so again, what my usual disclaimer as the Countess of Low Carb is that my house is messy. We have dirty dishes. We live normal life, so grace for that, please. But what we're going to talk about is cheesecake, low carb, high fat bombs. And these are really, really good. I'm super excited about them. So what I'm going to show you guys is some of my ingredients. The first thing that I have is Swerve sugar. It's keto approved sugar, and I'm going to put in the description link below where you can get it from, where I get it from Amazon. If you click on that, it's really super simple from Amazon. We also use vanilla, coconut oil, Kerrygold butter, cream cheese, and I put a little bit of cinnamon in mine because I like cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, feel free to not take it out or whatever. So I'm going to show you from the back on how I do it, but it's super, super simple. After we make it, we're going to put them in the freezer for an hour, and then we'll take them out as needed for the next 2 weeks. So here we go. So I'm going to first add my cream cheese, and I'm going to use, my 8 ounces of cream cheese. It's been sitting out at room temperature. I might have maybe left it sit out a little bit longer, but I have a 2-year-old, and this is the only time I could do it. So if it's not at room temperature, we're just going to whip it around here and get it nice and fluffy. If it sticks like it's sticking, that means that I didn't leave it out long enough to get warm and to room temperature. But we're just going to mix this around. Just let it get fluffy. So I whipped my cream cheese, 8 ounces, and then I put in a stick of Kerrygold butter, and there's a stick. It's in here whipping right now. I'm going to turn it up a little bit more. We're really going to whip it around. And I'm going to put my mixer in too. So I put my spoon in there to kind of mix it around a bit, kind of break it apart, break the butter, make sure everything's getting mixed in. And then I'm going to add my 1/4 cup of Swerve sugar, which is the special kind of sugar for keto. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, using my awesome Pioneer Woman spoon. And my coconut oil, I'm going to post in the link below too, and you can check that out in the job description. And while you are watching, if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. The next thing I'm going to add is my vanilla. It's a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. And then I'm also going to add some cinnamon. Now I raise my beater because the consistency needed, I needed to stir it a little bit. So I've sprinkled some of my cinnamon in there. I've already put my vanilla, which is actually a 1/2 teaspoon, not a 1/4 teaspoon, a 1/2 teaspoon in there. I'm going to lock this down. We're going to re-stir it. Mix everything around. And while that's mixing, I've already got my cupcake layers in here. I use a tablespoon scooper, a cookie dough scooper. I'm going to scoop them in here. These will go in the freezer for an hour, and then I'll eat them after they're frozen. I'll have one, and then I'm also going to put them in a big ziploc bag to keep them freezer safe, but I'm gonna make multiple layers so I can stack them super easily. So this looks like it's done. I'm just gonna raise the beaters and I'm gonna spin in. I see my, got some cinnamon that needs to be spun in, mixed around, and poke this through so you can see the consistency is way different from when we first started. This looks absolutely amazing. I just want to lick the spoon. Oh my goodness. I'm like a little kid. I want to lick the spoon. Okay, I'm gonna spin this around. Give it a good quick spin. That looks delicious. So I'm going to unlock this. I'm going to pop this through. So I just finished scooping out all of the mixture with my 1 tablespoon ice cream like scooper, putting them all in my cupcake sheets. There's extras. Now I'm going to go put these in the freezer. So I just got my Fat Bombs out of the freezer. They were there for an hour and they are so good. They taste like coconut. It's late here. I'm tired. It's actually not super, well, you can see in the back, it's 9:30. To me, it's like 2 a.m. So these are delicious. I highly recommend them. We should probably have 1 a day. Any more than that, you're probably gonna, it's just not good. It's too much, too much. So 1 a day is recommended and you can have it whenever you want. So wishing you guys a great day and give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.